Coming up on this week's episode, Greg's sausage rolls turn into flames. Coda also turns into flames because he's been sunbathing. All that on this week's episode of... My name is Fraser.
And my name is Kai.
And welcome back to your weekly dose of serotonin.
Yes, Sarah, Mrs. Serotonin. Welcome back.
Yep, Sarah's getting those toned abs.
How you doing, Sarah? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Lovely to hear. I'm also great, thanks, Sarah. How's your tonin doing? Oh, it's lovely. I've got a pigeon on my belly button today.
Oh my god, pigeons, I've heard that they're like the best way to exercise.
Yes, especially with Sarah.
Only Sarah. Sign up to Sarah's gym course today.
Yes.
How are you, Kai?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Fraser?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've had a nice week of I say I've had a nice week. I've had a busy week last week, but I've also had a nice week of relaxing. I didn't focus on doing any videos or anything. I didn't edit, I didn't record, I didn't do anything. I just let myself chill for a little bit because obviously with the 1 year anniversary, I was like, I'm just going to take a break. I'm just going to take a nice little break. And so I did that and it was really nice to be able to do it. I may consider doing it again this weekend or convert it into a stream. It'll probably be a stream, to be honest. Yeah. Because I really want to bring the IRL content to my channel. I really want to bring it. I don't want to bring out some not so... I'm happy with all the videos I make, but I don't want to bring out some video that I feel like is only put together because it's one of my only options I have at the moment.
Yeah, I get that.
So I feel like, I might step back, have a look at what content I want to do, see how it's possible. Is it something I could do at home? Is it something that requires months of planning? Because there's one thing that I've had going for over a year and a quarter, and I'm waiting on other people, and I can't do it. So I might just end that off there and just be like, look, this is what I tried doing. It failed. Sad. But we'll see. But yeah, I just want to take it back a notch. I want to step back,
which is fair.
Give it that little look over again, and then come back with a bang. Do more real life content because I want to do vlogs. I want to do challenges because we've got a few ideas that we've been building up for quite a while.
I've got a big list of ideas at the moment. Do you want to hear one of the things in my list?
Go on then.
This is a podcast exclusive. You ready? Obviously, I've mentioned the becoming a professional chef thing before with Elodie. Yeah, where we're doing our ratatouille in real life sort of thing. But we haven't been able to do that for a long time. But you know what? I'll mention two things that I'm gonna do soon. Because I've got something here ready to be filmed, but I don't want to do it on my own, so I've kind of been waiting. I've got a I think it's an MRE Army ration kit.
Okay.
I bought one to see what's it like, how does it taste, and that's just sat here in my room. It's been here for about a week now. But I just haven't really had the time or anyone to do it with at the second, so that's gonna happen soon. I've got a video called Royalty Free Advice that I'm working on.
Royalty free advice? What does that entail?
So you find a royalty free track, and you put a tweet out on Twitter saying, "What advice would you like?" And someone says, for example, how do help me become I don't know, give me some advice, Fraser. What advice would you like if you were younger?
Kai, I'm struggling at the moment with the fact that not all of my teeth have come through. Please help me. What should I do about my teeth?
So then play a royalty free song, and you make a song about that, and you make advice for that person or people in the world based on a royalty-free track.
That actually sounds really fun.
It does. I saw a YouTuber called Hannah Hart do it the other day, and I was like, oh, I have to do that. She hasn't really uploaded anything like that in 7 years, so it's classic sort of YouTube sort of thing. So I was like, yeah, I'm nicking that and doing it 100%.
That sounds so good.
It does, and I want to do that with people again, so, a lot of the stuff that I've got planned at the moment is with people, so it's kind of the same sort of thing as you. I want to do stuff with people, not just on my own and feel like I have to do it because it's something I have to do.
Exactly, yeah.
So, who knows? Should be out soon, stuff like that. But I mean, we've got a couple of things planned as well. Still, like you said, we've got I've got a box here that you bought me a long time ago, which we could probably film in a couple of weeks' time. Truth be told,
we can. Yeah, and there's a few things that I got planned of you as well. Like veterans on the channel will know that ages ago we did the backwards words challenge, and I really want to bring back the backwards words challenge.
Oh, me too. That was so good. Remember, didn't we film a second one, but we were walking through London?
We did, and we also filmed one where we had Piper with us, but the audio was so windy. Crap. So yeah, we just didn't use that one, unfortunately. I still have the footage for that, but the audio is just really, really bad. So I never used it.
Yeah, which is fair.
So yeah, I want to do that one, and then there's a few other ideas as well, which I've got on a list. Some of them I spoke to you about, others I've not yet. So
okay,
yeah, it's just things like that where yeah, I can surprise you with a couple of things. So yeah, it's like a bunch of ideas that we can do. We just need the time to do it. Like some of them requires you to be here, and I've got no clue when you plan to be here. Some of them requires me to be around yours, and I'm going around yours soon. But then we also might need some times where it's just the two of us, not like everybody. You get the idea. It's
well, you can come down a day early if you want.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Should be good.
So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about at the moment, and that's been a nice, relaxing week. I've also treated myself to something new this week.
Oh, I know what you got, but Fraser, would you like to tell everyone else what you got?
Yes, I would love to.
No, you just said it to make them question what you've got.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to tell everyone. It's a surprise.
Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't either.
It's not a surprise. No, there was this really, really cool deal which popped up last night. And I've got this list on my computer on this might absolutely shiver some people's spines here. I've got a list here on Microsoft To Do, and I know some people use that for like homework and stuff at their school, so it's like that's why I think it might shiver some spines. I've got a list on Microsoft To Do, which is just like a wish list of things that I've been meaning to buy for ages. Yeah. And I did it like to help myself when it came around to giving people ideas for birthday presents, giving people ideas for Christmas presents, that sort of stuff. And one of the things that was outstanding for quite a while, which has never been like an urgent thing, but it's been like something that I've been wanting for ages, is I've been wanting a new, and it's called on here, air quotes, beefy monitor. Now, it's not a monitor for beef, contrary to popular belief.
No, we've all lost interest now.
We're all here for beef. Help! I'm stuck in beef. No, it's literally just beefy monitors on the list. So I was looking at things like ultra wide monitors, which are like the really, really wide stuff, 144 hertz, that sort of stuff. And I was like, I might do that. But then I've been trying to think about how it's going to go on my desk, and I had an idea, but then at the same time I was like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. But then something popped up last night, because I've been looking for something which is I'll say the technical specs, and I'll describe what it is just in case people don't know technical specs. I've been looking for something that's at least 144 hertz, which is basically the speed at which the screen refreshes. So a full screen refresh, so when something updates, is 1 hertz. So the screen will refresh like 144 times, basically. I've been looking for something which is 1 millisecond response time, which is, as it says on the tin, the amount of time it takes for the screen to show the action that you've just done. And that's pretty much it. And the desirable stuff is like a better quality. So can I get 1440p, which is better than 1080p, which is what everyone's used to, or can I get 4K? And yeah, I've been unsure what I've wanted for a while, so I've kind of just like left it there on my list. But yeah, last night I use this website quite a lot for deals, so just for generally looking. This website called Hot UK Deals. And something popped up where it was like, oh, you can get this monitor for £272. It's like, what? Gaming monitor for £272? Let's have a look at it. The original price for that monitor is £473.
Yeah.
And at the moment, that monitor is on sale on the Dell website, knocking off $93.99, which takes it down to $379.98. There is also a coupon where you can knock off £50 off the monitor. And then if you go to another website, if you're an employee of a company and you go to another website, you can get a further 15%, which is £57 off the monitor. So all in all, I knocked off £200 and 99p.
Do you want? Can I have that?
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Yeah, you genuinely can. I'll go through it with you after the podcast.
Okay, I probably won't buy it, but I'm interested in it.
Oh, you probably will when you have a look at it. Because I know what
4K?
No, it's 1440p.
Okay, still good though.
Which is definitely an upgrade. It's super duper smooth, and I also said, I was looking for a 144 hertz display, but this one actually is 165.
Oh.
So it's even smoother. I'll show you it after, because I genuinely think you'll be tempted. This sort of deal doesn't come around often.
To be fair, Fraser, I'm tempted with a lot of things lately.
Oh, well, I know you've been looking at TVs and stuff. You won't even think about TVs when you see this. You'll be like, oh shit, this will be really good to watch movies on. Because I know you said you watch movies at your desk, and you're not too fussed about watching them you're not too fussed about watching them on a TV. This will probably sway you, because this kind of ticks that box as well.
Okay.
I sound like a salesman here. I'm not a salesman. I'm not affiliated with Dell.
I mean, I spent... how much did I spend on my... I think all three of my monitors, I think they're about 140 quid each. So already, that's pretty decent to upgrade to what you've got.
Yeah, I'll show you it after the podcast. But yeah, that's what I've done this week. But also, in the process, because I'm a bit of a stupid, I had a look to see how my monitor layout could be. Because I'm like, should I have 3 monitors side by side? But then it wouldn't make sense, because the new monitor is 27 inches, and my current monitors are either 22 or 23.
I think it was a 24.
Oh, okay, well, they could be 24. Either way, they're smaller.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking, what would be the best way to put this in? And I've been thinking, I'm going to do the H layout. So I'm going to have two vertical monitors on either side of that big beefy monitor, which is going to be in the middle, which will be really, really cool. I just need to buy a new screen mount, because at the moment I've got one of those like arms which can mount 2 screens on, and I'm going to need to buy a whole new one. I want to mount 3 screens. So I should probably order that tonight so it comes tomorrow.
To be fair, I need one of them as well, but I've just never, for some reason, my brain just doesn't ever work out, oh yeah, you should get one of them, because I've just got these things plopped on my desk or whatever, you know?
Well, I'm going to do some research after this, so I'll link you one as well. I really am a salesman today.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Anyway, so that's pretty much everything that's been going on this week for me. And
very nice.
I've heard from a little birdie, also known as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you directly, that you have some news.
Oh, I do. But before we go into that, Fraser, you ready?
Go on then.
You bought a new monitor, right?
Yeah.
I've been eyeing something up for so long, and I'm very tempted. You know how I like being in the garden and stuff?
Do you?
Yeah, I like being in the garden.
Okay.
I've been looking at some new garden furniture and stuff, because we don't really have any here anymore. So I've been looking like on Facebook, not like brand new, but like Facebook Marketplace secondhand ones,
Right,
I've been looking at them. But when I've been scrolling through as well, I've seen, you ready? Hot tubs.
Oh, you need to! You need to!
How perfect would that be in a couple of weeks' time?
Especially with your barbecue!
Exactly. How perfect would it be?
Kai, you need to.
There's one that popped up the other day, and I saved it to my Facebook Marketplace, right? It is a 6-person hot tub.
Okay, yeah.
For £300. It's like one of those blow-up ones, or whatever.
300? It doesn't matter!
But second-hand, 300 is very good.
My colleague at work's got a blow-up one, and he said it's the best thing he's ever bought.
Yeah.
£300, that's over 50% less than he paid.
Exactly. I looked at it brand new. It's about £750 brand new.
Oh
so
my god.
It could be something that I might try and get.
You need to. No, Kai, you need to. £300 is mad. That's
so
an incredible
if I can,
price.
I'm going to try and get that. My only worry is, obviously, Coda putting his paws up on it. And then
but you can teach him. You can teach him.
Oh,
and
yeah,
there's
I just
also,
told him
if you
not to.
really wanted to, it might look a little bit cack, but you could also put some tarp, stick that around the outside.
Yeah. Just something to kind of like make him not like. I know he wouldn't jump in or whatever because he doesn't really like water that much.
Yeah.
But his claws can get pretty sharp, so it's just training him not to pop it.
Or you could get a hot tub frame, because you can get really cheap wooden frames.
Yeah, true. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking of.
Dude, you could get the pool guy from TikTok to clean your hot tub. That would literally be the life.
I think I might get some of those tablet things instead of that, man, you know?
Yeah, exactly! Got some chlorine tabs, gonna put in some shock, some flock, disturb the algae. That's it, job done, Holly boy for the pool work. Like, you could literally recreate it.
Yeah, so that might be a plan, you know? I still need to be tempted fully, but I am getting tempted. It's only like round the corner as well, so it's not far to go and pick it up.
That's even better.
1.8 meter diameter, I think, which is.
I remember the first time you eyed it up last year when you were like in a I'm bored, I kind of want to do something, but there's nobody to do it with mood. You were eyeing out last year, and you saw some. I think it was around £400, but it was miles away.
Yeah, and that one was worth $4,000 or something.
Yeah. So, like, it was a massive deal, but it was miles away. Whereas this is all kind of falling into place and being like, hi.
I might offer them, like, a bit lower.
Well, that's it. Facebook Marketplace is for negotiating.
Yeah. So.
If it's £300, you can get $250, no problem, I reckon.
Probably. Yeah. So I might try it.
Oh my god.
It says
watch this space, guys.
1,800 diameter, but that seems too big in my opinion, because that would suggest. Unless I mean millimeters.
I think it's millimeters, because 1.8 meters diameter would make sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Oh my god.
That could be a thing.
Watch this space. And because we don't normally do this, secret word right here, right now. We will shout out last week's secret word winners next week, but because we want to make this small and like harder to find, secret word is hot tub.
Hell yeah. Tweet it to us at Stuck in a Podcast.
Okay, so we went into the next segment realising that Kai didn't actually do his announcement because we were too hyped up about the hot tubs. So that wasn't the announcement, everybody. It's not like, oh my god, he's getting a hot tub! Nah, Kai's actually got like an even bigger announcement. So Kai, over to you.
As you know, I am in a band, and as you also know, live music is finally returning on the 19th of July.
Well,
which means on the 26th of July, we've got our first gig again! I'm very excited for it. It should be really good. If you want to come, it's free entry. It's in a pub though, so if you're under 16, you got to be with an adult over 18. So if you want to come, make sure that is the case. And it's in Hampton Inn. It's in the Hampton Inn in Herne Bay in Kent. And I think we're on from about 8 p.m. Or no, we're not on at 8. Like the first band's on at 8, which is our friends called Teddy Bear.
Nice.
Which should be a really good night because I've also got some friends coming along as well, which is very nice.
Aww.
I heard this Fraser guy's coming.
Oh, he sounds like a jolly good fellow.
He does sound like a jolly good fellow.
Yeah.
I've also heard maybe Thomas is coming.
Yeah, potentially. That could be a big name that's going there.
Yeah.
Spelled with 6 letters.
I heard Aiden's also coming, I think.
I think so.
Will's coming as well, I'm pretty certain. Who else is coming? I don't know.
Maybe it could be you. You listening right now.
Maybe it could be you. So 100% come along if you want. Like I said, free entry. We are getting like a little bit of a cut from drink sales, so if you want to get a drink at all, then that's how we're getting paid basically. But honestly, I'm not fussed. It's nice to be doing things again.
Definitely.
So yeah,
I'm excited for you. Thanks. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I remember last time I had a gig. You were actually down, but
I was gonna come, but then bloody Thomas got cocked up with the buses and trains.
Yeah,
and we had to be at home to let him in. And and then that was the same day your car cocked up, so everything was going wrong.
So everything was going wrong that day.
Yeah,
but car shouldn't cock up this time. It's been nice for the last however long I've had it, 1.5, 2 years.
Nice.
So should be good. But otherwise I've got some custom guitar picks as well, which I'm going to give out, so that'll be good.
Oh, nice.
By give out, I'll probably mean throw at people. so that should be
That's
good.
fine. I like
drop.
guitar picks being thrown at me.
Yeah, so I'll do that. And then yeah, I might if you can't come as well. I've kind of like discussed this with a few people. I might set my phone up somewhere on a tripod and live stream it to YouTube. So
that would be
if
cool.
you can't come. Yeah, should be quite nice. It should be quite good to like get things rolling again in the music front, because at the same time, like literally next week, I am also starting to record our new album, which is pretty exciting.
Loads going on in the music scene.
Yeah, so you never know. You might see me verified on Twitter in a few.
He's the big famous Kairos Best.
I'd be interested to find out if it's possible, if there's an article written or whatever, but who knows?
I reckon it would. That's all they need. I think it's news these days.
Exactly. I'd hope so, but who knows? We'll wait and see.
Again, watch this space.
Very exciting. Fraser's put something about hot dogs down as well, which I'm not really too sure what that means.
Yeah, in the notes section I put where, when, why, and then can we buy hot dogs? Like, so can we?
I don't know. Hold on.
I really want to know. Like, this is a deal breaker for me. If there's no hot dogs, then I'm so sorry, but I might have to consider somewhere else.
Oh, you know what, Fraser? The place that we're going and the place we're playing at does actually have a food menu.
Oh,
I can't see the food menu, but I can see it says food served Monday 12 till 2:30 p.m. Oh.
Right, so I've got to be there like 6 hours early for a hot dog.
Yeah. But that might be just because of COVID.
That is true.
So it's possible that you could be okay.
Again.
Oh, and then it says, this is weird, Tuesday to Saturday, 12 noon till 2:30 and 6 till 9. So maybe you can get hot dogs.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Otherwise, I'm sure they'll have snacks or whatever, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll come back here afterwards and we'll have a nice time.
Lovely.
Yeah, should be good.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next section, which is football. I mean,
Yay.
I don't even like have a massive interest in football, like generally, but there's a lot going on in the football scene at the moment, which is kind of like it's a bit big, and we kind of need to address it. Otherwise, we are not going to be addressing history here.
Yep.
So let's get the first two questions out of the way. Kai, do you like football?
No.
Yeah, neither do I really. Kai, do you keep up with the football?
No.
Nah, neither do I really. So, but it turns out there is this tournament going on at the moment called the Euro 2020s. And, of course, this is delayed. It was supposed to happen last year, but then COVID happened. And it's all happening this year. And I've only watched one game in full. Because, as I said, I'm not really interested. So far, they've played in the group stages. They played against Croatia, they won 1-0. They played against Scotland, they tied 0-0. Played against Czech Republic, and they won 1-0. They then went into the next stage where they played against Germany and thrashed them 2-0, which is where the history was made. Because they haven't beat Germany, I think it's in over 50 years, which is pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. And then they went into the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals were against Ukraine, and they kind of smashed them. Like, imagine you had a glass bottle and a hammer, and normally you whack the hammer against the glass bottle and it smashes. Well, let's just say they then got a mallet and they smashed it even more. They then got a bulldozer and rolled over it, and then they got a big one of those balls, wrecking balls, went to about 20 miles high, dropped it from 20 miles on top of the bottle. They basically destroyed Ukraine 4-0.
Fair enough.
Which is really, really big, and I was in the shower for two of them. Which is really sad, because I was like, half-time's only 15 minutes, isn't it? And no, only 30 minutes, isn't it? No, it's actually 15 minutes. And I missed out on two literally right after half-time, so big sag. Anyway, so the semi-finals is going to happen on Wednesday. So by the time this episode releases, not long after, there will then be the semi-finals. So we don't know what the score is. And we won't know what the score is until like 5 hours after. They're playing against Denmark. Kai, now you haven't been keeping up with it, but let's have a prediction. Who's
2-1.
going to win, and what's the score going to be?
2-1 I'll go England 2-1. Why not?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair shout there.
Yeah, I don't know much about football, but all I do know is I can always tell whenever it's on, and especially when it's England playing, because all I can do is hear people, and I can look at Twitter. Like, if I'm looking at Twitter, it's just all in my timeline for about 2 hours or whatever. And if I'm, like, in the garden with Coda, all I can hear is...
Yeah.
It just sounds like a drunk mess somewhere, like, far away, but, like, all, like, the people that are cheering together. So,
yeah.
I'll go 2-1 for England. Why not?
Nice one. Do you know what? I'm also going to go... I'll go with 2 for England, and I'll go with 0 for Denmark.
Okay.
So let's see if they do a repeat of Germany, because maybe they can do a clean sweep. At the moment, they've had no goals scored against them. So maybe they can do a clean sweep. So I'm going to hope for 2-0.
Okay.
Obviously, Denmark's going to be tough competition because they also got to the semi-finals. But yeah, let's just hope. Fingers crossed. And then there's the possibility that if they do win, they will then go to the final on Sunday. That is Sunday the 11th. Now, obviously, we don't know if they're even going to get to the final, but let's assume they did. They have potential to go against Italy or Spain, which, we don't know what the outcome of that match is either, because it's happening tomorrow, Tuesday, and when this comes out, Wednesday, it literally would have been out for a day, so we wouldn't have seen this match or heard this match by the time of recording, but they're going against either Italy or Spain. First of all, your first prediction, if they did get to the final, we're not even going to consider the other outcome of Denmark going to the final, because who cares? If they did get to the final, would they be going against Italy or Spain? My money is on Italy.
I was going to say Italy too, so we'll go Italy.
Okay, cool. And now, what's the score going to be? Will England win? Or will they lose? And what's the score?
I couldn't even tell you, truth be told. Yeah, if I was going to guess a score, though, I'd say maybe 1-0.
2?
Yeah, I'll go for England because I feel like it'd be rude not to. But yeah, I'll say 1-0. Why not? I think Italy's a good team. I'm just guessing. I again have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, fair enough. And again, also I have absolutely no idea here. I'm gonna go for something a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the game's gonna draw 1-1.
Okay. What happens then?
But then after, so what happens then is they go into extra time.
Oh,
so they have 20-minute halves,
right?
In extra time, and then they go to penalties, or they might not have extra time. They might just go straight to penalties. I'm pretty sure it's 20-minute halves though. But regardless, whatever happens after, I'm going to say it's a 1-1 tie, and then England's going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my prediction. If they get to the final, it could become an home. But yeah, at the same
then what
time,
happens? You know, like. What happens then?
What, if they win?
Well, yeah, I know, like, everyone's going to start celebrating or whatever, but, like, then what?
That's it, they won.
Well, exactly.
And end the tournament. Well done, GG.
Yeah. I'm waiting for, like, people to keep going on about it, though, for, like, a week straight or something.
Oh, they're going about it for years. It's not quite the World Cup, but they will go on about it for absolutely years. Just like with a lot of there's been a really historical game with Germany at the moment, because obviously that was over 50 years in the making. So yeah, they'll be banging on about it for years. It'll go down in football history, but we won't need to hear about it because we're not interested in football.
Exactly.
Although I am ever so slightly gutted that England is going through at the moment, because in a selfish sense, I was supposed to be going to see Russell Howard on Wednesday live in Bristol. Yeah. And now I'm not going because my dad prefers to watch the football and got the tickets refunded.
Oh.
So a bit sad, but hey, I'll go and see him.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah, well, if you want to come with me,
what, on Saturday?
Hop on down this week. I think there is one on Saturday.
I don't think I can get there on Saturday this week.
Or you can come here on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
I'm not free Thursday or Friday.
Wednesday though.
Wednesday maybe. I've got some work to do still, but if I can get it done, I'll
Go on. Come with me. Obviously, we'll need to get the tickets more in advance. You know, I'm going to stop pressuring because I'm turning into a fucking salesman this entire podcast. But yeah, anyway, that's that. So we got our predictions. Let's see what actually happens. Make sure you follow us on our podcast Twitter account at Stuck in a Podcast. Follow us on our personal ones as well at KairosBest and at FraserIRL. Follow us right here on Spotify and make sure you turn those notifications on because otherwise you may not be notified as to when we upload a new episode. But typically we upload a new episode every single Wednesday, so make sure you keep your ears and eyes peeled for the next one. And also, if you really love the podcast, make sure you go and share the podcast with your friends or family because they may also enjoy it as well. Simply just sending a link to them. You can send irl.yt/podcast, or you could just share it directly from Spotify. Sending it to them will really, really help. And you have no idea how much word of mouth can help. I remember we were tweeted ages ago a video of somebody walking home from school playing the podcast out loud and their friends were laughing. And I will not forget that because that was really, really good. So shout out to you. You know who you are.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's all for this week's episode. Have you got anything else to say?
Nah, not really.
Cool, and until next week, thanks for listening. And don't forget, it's coming home, it's coming home, bitch.
It's coming home, bitch.